got an idea of what's going on. Obviously, they're doing something that is against the law openly, and now I am suffering from brain damage. They were working for security, so they understood I was disabled. That's a felony assault and battery with bodily injury against a disabled. That's a felony. That man needs to be arrested, and that's how I feel. Every time I call Jonesboro Police, they actually intercepted your officers and prevented them from coming out. I have it on video. Okay? And they came out, and that's instead to intimidate and to tell me I have no right to talk to Sheriff Boyd. You see how that I'm conducting myself. Miss Sally, you've known me that I try my best to be as professional as possible. So they don't have the right to say that I've called and said that I was any sort of way. I have my phone calls recorded. I have, put in proof. And I'm in a constant state. Now I'm suffering from brain damage, and the man needs to be arrested for criminal assault. And I've got the doctor's proof. They said that I was on drugs. I have my medical records here to prove that I was not. That I was. Yes. Yeah, all that. I have it here, and I'd be more than willing to hand it all over for the investigation. Not a problem, because I feel that I'm not here for money. This man needs to be knowing that the sheriff's department.
The judge would, if it comes back in our favor, it would be a monetary award.
And we found out about this because one of the nurses told us at the hospital.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they were trying to hide all that.
If you remember the day that it happened, you called it here.
And
then there was I think there was another video at that time that we did have, and I think I handed it over. I hope I had it.
So that was dealing with my neighbor.
Y'all know?
Oh, the NEA?
The NEA one.
Yeah, I got those.
So all that.
I got those.
And then,
that was the next day.
That was the next day.
That was the next
Right.
day. And your officers did nothing wrong. They even told him, you have to treat him. He's here for an emergency.
Right, exactly.
And
turn him away.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a bad hospital thing.
Your officers are knowledgeable, and they know what they're doing.
His PTSD, he still gets a bit of PTSD.
But not with the Jonesboro Police Department. I can actually,
not nearly as bad as with the county.
Well, that's because of Deputy Griffin. She really helped me out that day.
Deputy Griffin or Rachel? JPD Rachel Griffin.
JPD Rachel Griffin.
She
is this.
We like Rachel.
She restored a lot of my fear.
Yeah.
She really did.
And here's the other thing is when you have a rapport with one of our officers, when you've got something going on, call them and say that's who you want to respond. So you can always say, I want Officer Griffin or I want so-and-so.
I don't feel that I should have any kind of special treatment.
No,
I don't.
It's not about that. It's just who you can get along with and who you can talk to. That's the major issue here.
So this is my circumstance. I went, one last thing. Oh, go ahead.
No, so I'm trying to figure out the best route because have you talked to an attorney? Have you talked to,
No attorney in Jonesboro will take it because
it's from nobody wants to go against me.
State agency. What?
I wasn't arrested. No charges.
So I was going to say that or...
hold on, honey.
A specialist that can help him fill this out because I can't sing as I was witness to this.
Basically, McFarland handed me the papers and said, fill it out.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Saying that because I was simply there with him that I could fill it out.
Right.
And that's not true. I need an official individual, an officer, simply I dictate, not to, so he refused ADA help for me to be able to fill this out. So that's the complaint against the officer who refused to do the complaint. I just need to fill it out. I can't write anymore.
Right.
The investigating officer did not investigate. Look at what I got. He did not investigate this. And that would be my complaint against him. The officer who beat the living daylights out of me and gave me brain damage. That needs to be written down in the complaint. and the responding deputy who originally turned off my camera. I just need.
Does it have to be an officer, or does it have, or
It
just
can, anybody.
somebody?
Anybody.
The
can.
library has services.
The
Like
only thing
the-
is they charge.
And I don't need it notarized. I just need
You
to
just need
say
somebody
this
to
is
fill
what
it
happened
out.
and put it there. Well, I can't. She's my signing thing now.
Okay.
He scribbles more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me see who I can find that can do that would have some.
This has got to be the most unique situation that you're going to deal with, hopefully, all year.
Even his diagnosis for the brain damage was something that the people at Clopton Clinic hadn't heard of.
Really?
He had a doctor from
Connecticut.
diagnose it.
From St. Bernard's. So St. Bernard's is helping me get the health care I need after the incident.
Does the Clopton Clinic have somebody? They have people that fill out
They
forms,
no.
or they won't?
No. Yeah, see, this what the law says is that if I'm blind and I come in here and I need someone to fill something out,
Right.
you accommodate.
Right.
I'm mentally handicapped. I can't write. I need someone to accommodate. Well, Mr. McFarlane, whatever his name is, refused to do that and then said she needs to do it.
Because I would
She's
say,
getting paid right now. She is my nurse. She is not. So.
normally I would, but seeing as it's stuff that I am a witness to, I
That
can't
if
be
you
a
get-
witness and take his
And
statement.
that, the statement.
Exactly.
I know, again, I know we probably, because we're another agency, that type of thing, it would have to be our powers that be that say, yes, we can do it, that kind
Yes,
of thing, and they kind of tend to say, no, we gotta stay neutral, kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
So that's where we kind of.
They threw you under the bus.
They did throw me under the bus.
They
didn't
threw you under the bus.
Yeah.
They said so. They don't care about you, my dear, but I do. I do.
But-
You after Mrs. Griffin, she held me.
But I'm gonna
She
tell you,
freaking held me,
Yeah.
and that felt so good.
she's, like I said, and I can talk to her too and see what we can come up with and see if she knows somebody, because she handles a lot of situations like this, and so she may know somebody.
Yes.
Do you know when Rachel comes on in? Friday? Okay.
I got to. I've apologized to you for not waving when you waved when the dead body in my front yard again.
We were all freaked out then, weren't we? Because I mean, we had two different scenes.
Yeah.
And I do know it is Friday when she comes on. So what I can do is I can talk to her.
Yes, ma'am.
Because she's during the day, so what I can do is talk to her. Michelle handles records, and so she kind of said, I don't want to see how you're handling this, so she wouldn't come out.
Right, right. This is so unique.
But
When does the sheriff's department call a PD department to make an arrest for jurisdiction, and the PD department
well,
say
well,
no?
Well, and the thing is, like Chester was there on security, and like if they were already there,
Yeah.
then there's no need for us to respond. And it was one person. Why do you need two people? Why or
And
three
the
people?
There are
only
questions.
people-
There's an investigation that should have been done.
Yeah. So exactly, but
The only
and
officers or security type people at all that came in were the two sheriff's people.
I was not dealt with by this. I was only the sheriff's department. The security guy. Trent, are you okay? Because he knows me.
That was the drug issue in the
And when
room.
they said I asked for a private room, and they said we can't give it to you, I turned off the camera.
Yeah.
I have that too. You can see it.
Yeah. Well, I think,
I turned it off and I put it in my bag.
yeah.
They had no reason to come back and demand
To take my camera.
to take it.
Take it. Physically take it.
I don't know. That's again.
Yeah.
I don't know the
It did,
very well.
but now, if it wasn't for a anonymous individual,
Mhm.
they threw your office under the bus. Because if this was in front of the judge, it would come back to the reporting agency responsible for the arrest. That would be the jurisdiction. That would be Jonesboro PD.
But they didn't make an arrest.
They didn't even talk to me. They didn't even come to me.
Oh,
Hey, they didn't even bother. You know.
now,
Yeah.
on the flip side, you could have said, I want to press charges.
I did.
And no, they still didn't.
No.
Nobody still responded.
As a matter of fact, I've been, like I said, tried to
We tried to
contact
call
Jonesboro.
JPD to press
press the
charges
charges.
here
Mhm.
against them.
And they said no.
They intercepted.
The sheriff's department got rid of the PD department. They said
Oh,
no.
because it went through dispatch. So, yeah.
Well, no, we made it specific that I needed to make the report with the Metro PD because of the jurisdiction.
Okay.
And that was specific. I have the phone call recorded. I also have the incident afterwards. At that time, I asked them, can I at least speak to the sheriff to discuss this? This would have been very simple. The man's overworked.
Yeah.
Okay? You suffer from a numbness, a very unique numbness. One that it's almost like the very essence of your love is being drained because of the crap that you deal with on a daily basis. And I just was like, man, what? I even talked to the guy after. I said, what the hell is wrong? What did you do? You know? So, and if I had the body camera, it would have been a.
Well, I've got open and shut case.
Yes, ma'am.
That's why we have thousands upon thousands of files because of the fact that people
FOIA requests.
Yeah, so I mean, we fulfill so many. Let me do this. Let me have Rachel. Let me talk to her on Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
And see if she's got somebody she can recommend, or if she'll come and do it.
Yeah,
So
and would you need my diagnosis of brain damage due to blunt force trauma? I can get that from Clopton Clinic and get that to you.
I don't at this moment. Now, if there was a report made.
There should have been.
Yeah.
There should have been.
Well, I mean, but if she comes out and does something, then
Right.
we can kind of put that within.
Yeah.
Understood.
And then that would kind of go from there. But let me get this Rachel.
Yes, ma'am.
As of right now, he doesn't have anything for Friday. He should be home all day Friday.
Did you want to hold
And
on
you're
to
still
that?
out there at Gladiola?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Are you wanting that, or may I have
No,
it?
you can have this. No. Anything that we bring.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can-
Well, I'm not just going to take stuff. I'm going to ask.
No. And then that way we'll kind of go from there and see what can be done, get off the list.
Tyree Rogers, the gentleman that died in my front yard, I met his family. We held a little. I'm a minister as well, and we held a memorial
They
with
came out a
brought
few days later and they didn't
brought
have
candles.
anything.
I gave them the video that I took, and they
Yeah.
were so thank you.
They didn't have anything
That
for
the
their
police
little
wasn't
memorial,
telling them anything.
And I like to keep candles
Yeah.
in the house.
Yeah.
So
So
we
I'm like,
helped.
here,
We
you
helped
take
them.
this out there. You're the minister. You take it out there too.
So when I seen that they were out there, I took care of
That was a tough night, I'm telling you, because, I
Ah.
drove to the gas station and then had to go in.
it. Whatever happened in the back of that apartment complex.
It happened back behind us and then went forward.
This fella drove his car, realized that it was a dead end, swerved, jumped the curb, through the body, and then, and I'm like, and you know how I am. I'll hold someone's brains together. So
Yeah.
it's not my. I'll help.
Trent has been on several of our shootings and has been.
We used to live over here off of Bell Street.
Oh, yeah. And has lend aid when he can, so.
Yeah, everybody knows that I'm the one who runs towards the bullets. That's my military,
Well,
though.
I mean,
I was Civil Air Patrol with the Coast Guard. If somebody's in trouble, I tried to be an officer, but I suffer from a mental disability. Wasn't able to, but I was in the Civil Air Patrol, ROTCs.
Yeah.
You see the way how I carry myself. I obviously have some sort of education in that perspective, and I do give the respect. My name is Trent. You've seen how I introduced myself. I'm not one of those, and now I'm suffering from brain damage. I can't even write anymore. So
He goes to
I
try and
need
write.
his help.
Yeah, freezes up.
Well, I want to be able to help and see if I can locate somebody for you or get you some answers.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'll do my best on my part.
It boils down to
We've asked our insurance. The only thing they can help is if he has medical stuff that needs help.
and so my insurance is not going to pay for anything dealing with what happened. The incident says that I was on drugs. The incident says that I was in a scuffle.
But then your blood test came back with negative.
Negatives.
On that, so.
Yes.
The only drugs in this system is what they administered in the hospital.
Right. Personally, I think you would have a case. I
I don't want money. I don't even want the guy to go to jail. I just wanted, what I wanted was
Sad
to
part
sit down and
is-
talk like a
Right.
fucking man.
The
It's
sad
just
part
like-
is, no matter what he wants, it's gonna end up going to court. He's gonna,
Yeah.
yeah.
But again, I mean, it's just like you said, just talk it out. Just
Exactly.
explain to me what was going through your process. Why did you? Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
and I did, and if you had the body cam, you would see that I sat down with him, and I said, go take care of what you gotta take care of, come back and explain to me what just happened.
I mean, if you've looked up his history from where he was beaten on Christmas in Florida,
Yeah.
he didn't even go after legal
I
things
didn't
for
go
that.
out. I talked to him, his wife had kicked him out that night. They didn't have a very good day. They said that the lawyers were like, no, you can't talk, and I'm like, I'm gonna talk. And he explained to me that he had just gotten into a fight with his wife. It was Christmas, everything came down to him. And he apologized. I said, okay. I turned to the guy, I said, give him a month's probation with a $75 charge. It's not like he wanted to hurt me physically.
And anger
He was hurt
management.
first.
Yeah.
He was hurt first.
So that's how the first issue in his life went down.
And that's where
This
I
is getting to
started.
the point where that's not an option in this one.
Right. That's, and I know we talked about, because you said something about putting something out there in our files or whatever we have for you.
Yeah, the brain damage,
So-
any kind of force used against me could kill me now.
Right. So in that sense, I don't know that there's anything that we can like flag or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But that is something like when an officer responds to you,
Mhm.
tell them, I have PTSD, I
Oh,
have
no.
brain damage,
Yeah.
I have these things.
I
And then if you have to call me, you call me.
that's understood. The best thing to do is when you pull up my jacket and you put into a list of offenses, there's an option in there. It's that way they know who they're dealing with and what the history is. In that history, you can say, do not use of force.
Right.
You could kill him.
And that's, like
And
I said,
I
I've gotta
contacted
figure
the
out-
sheriff's department, I contacted JPD, I contacted the state. I let them all know, if you need my doctor's notes,
You can have
then
it.
you can have it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, like I said, I know most of the officers that I have talked to, I have said, hey, look, just talk to them. Don't yell at them, don't scream at them, just talk. So I know that I stated that too.
Yes, ma'am.
And that has been a general rule here.
Jonesboro PD, specifically Miss Griffin, has restored a lot of my heart.
And
Still
even the last incident at NEA, yeah, they backed up.
Yeah,
They
and
realized-
Jason Myers
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and Jason's he's a calming person.
I'm
too,
not,
so
and you
he's
don't
kinda
see me
like-
posting this online. You don't see me doing the YouTube thing. This is personal and stuff. But if you would like to see those videos, I have them under private link.
Okay.
That only individuals with the link would be
You
able
can
to
only get to it
watch.
by invite.
And I'd be more than happy to share with you any phone call, any hospital record, anything. I'm living my life on camera from now on.
Yeah.
Because he's been called a liar about everything, so.
Because this is an impossible situation. If you were approached by, you'd be like, well, that it doesn't make sense.
Right.
But that's where I'm at. He died. He used to come up here and clean all the time.
Oh, did you?
Him.
Oh.
He come up here. He was up here every day cleaning. That's what I found that out because I wanted to volunteer
Uh-huh.
here, and they said, no, we got him.
Oh, okay. Like I said, let me do some research on this.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
like I said,
I've
he should
got
be
your
home.
number.
He should be
I've
home all day.
got a file on you, Trent.
Yes, ma'am. And if you
He
want
should
more,
be
I'd
home
be
all
more
day.
than happy to give it to you.
He should be home all day Friday, so
Okay.
if she wants to come out and talk to him or anything, just
Okay.
check on him if she wants. It's
Okay.
That's
Yeah, let
excellent.
me get with her and see what resources she has, and
Yes.
she can come out and talk to you and try to figure something out, try to help you out with this.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Sally, God bless you.
Well, bless you. I know you've been through a lot,
Yes, ma'am.
and we're here to help. We're not here to hurt. We're here to help as best we can.
You've proven it. You've done, yes, you have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Well, we had a lot of little steps, not on this, but the diagnosis of the brain trauma.
Which helps.
Yeah.
Which honestly, that
Knowing
does
what's
give you
going
some,
on.
yeah, gives you some kind of understanding.
A couple months back, we got his driver's license back, which he thought he'd never
I
had.
never thought, I spent too much time in jail, and in Florida they cost you money every day for jail. And a gentleman paid it for me.
Oh.
And then I started working for him, but then Social Security said you're gonna lose your medicine, so I was like, I can't.
Right. Hey, when you get into that little loophole and
Yeah, yeah.
I call
yeah.
it the wormhole because of the fact that if you make so much, then you lose these or in.
And now it's
but then
$600?
you don't- but
Oh
then
my
you don't
goodness.
Get paid enough
You go to
in
do your.
order to do that.
And yet I'm on Social Security disability, he's on SSI. On disability, I can make up to like 900 something a month.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
allowed to make
which
a
is-
dollar.
And it doesn't affect anything.
Right.
So that's why I'm his home health,
Yeah.
so that we have that extra income coming in, and I'm doing the same stuff for him that I would normally do.
All right.
She's just being a good woman.
Those are hard to find. I'm gonna tell you right here and now.
Well,
They're hard to
you
find.
know I've been 7 years strong with this
Good.
one.
You better go 7 more years.
I sure will.
Okay. Because it sounds like she's taking care of you.
She is.
Good deal. It's
And
not.
she'd fill the paper out if it wasn't a conflict of witness and
Right.
stuff.
So, and that's what I'm wondering is if it would be, I mean, because basically it's, you're a part of the story too, so I'm wondering, I don't know if it would be.
According to the lawyers, he has to be the one to fill it out, or an ADA person has to fill it out for him.
Okay.
Because in law,
When-
it is a conflict of interest for me to fill it out for him.
Okay.
Another
So-
witness to fill out another witness
So if
statement.
this goes to court, any of his statements that are filled out by me,
Could be thrown out.
Thrown out.
Okay, all right. Now I understand that part.
Yes.
of it. Okay, all right, well, let me get with Rachel, and we'll see what we can find, and if she's got some services, because I know she has, like, contacts with NEA, I know
Yeah.
that she has, like, a lot of different.
well, we just came from St. Bernard's and they said they don't have anyone there who can do this.
They don't have an ADA person that doesn't, that, no, it's illegal. It's federally mandated that any medical facility or government facility has to accommodate for the ADA.
The only accommodations they will do is if you are being admitted to the hospital.
Okay.
If you're coming in simply for
Just
this,
to have
they
something
won't
filled
do it.
out.
Yeah.
But I know that there are services out there somewhere that are legal aid.
I was
That's
not
what
charged
that's
with
what
the
I'm
crime.
If arrested, legally won't happen.
Oh, so they will not touch it.
Yeah, I've called up the Arkansas Bar Institute for Justice. I've been trying to contact somebody to be able to move this forward. And progress to me, it wouldn't be to ruin this man's life. It was to, hey,
What happened?
there's signs that this man is in
Admit
trouble.
what happened. Admit it. Stop hiding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just admit what took place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
They're hiding behind their badge.
And if they're working off
Instead of-
duty, that badge isn't there.
If it goes to court, he loses his badge, he loses his.
They tried to
life,
take my social
basically,
security
his
from me
income,
thinking I'm on drugs. I almost lost my insurance. I'm taking real life hits because this man falsified documents.
Social Security, do they have an ADA?
Social Security does, but only for Social Security purposes.
So that's a big.
The
law-
That's that little loophole
Well, you
that
see,
we keep running into.
legally, the sheriff's department should have taken the statement.
Yeah.
The deputy that McFarland, who said, no, she can write it and walked away, now there's a complaint against him for refusing ADA help to the disabled. That's a complaint against him now. And I got that on video. I hate this. Having to put everything on video because what comes out of my mouth, nobody
No one
And
believes
knows.
why? Right. I mean, but that's understandable. I mean, very understandable.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's like, I think, there was an interaction with Josh when they were out there searching your neighbor's apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Josh, I was listening to his conversation very intently, and of course, y'all were talking about the body cameras, and I think he said, well, I think this is better than mine.
It is,
Yeah.
it is.
He was like,
Yes, ma'am.
because I think it's a lot better than mine,
He got a
so-
kick
but
out
he
of
said
that
he was-
comment.
Yeah, so, and I was like, well, yeah, Josh, you ain't joking. It is better than yours.
We
too.
paid $300 to get it for him.
Okay, yeah. no,
And
that's
believe you
okay.
me, when we're both on Social Security, every penny counts.
I know. So, but no, that's good. Record.
It's one of the few things that helps him
You-
actually get out of the
You
house.
was in the right report us, we have every, we are reporting too, but it's not
There needs to be the
because
response.
we're trying to find something wrong with y'all.
No, no.
It's basically, we want the public to know,
Right.
this is what we've got
Right,
and what's
but
going on.
I think it should be equal on both sides and professional. Just, a couple of people talking, everything in this world can be just solved if you sit down.
Oh, that's mine, by the way. That one's mine. She's our emotional support dog up here, and I'm telling you, police officers need it.
Yeah, they do.
They honestly need it.
When I was in Florida, I was I was working for the Hernando County Sportsman's Club. Everybody came through me for their certification.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
When my father died, the entire department of the sheriff's department was at his funeral. So when I was hurt by the office, it was like being hurt by my own mom. It was real personal for me.
Yeah, that's, I'm gonna help you. I do.
Yeah, I know you. Thank you.
And I'll get with Rachel on Saturday, on Friday.
And like I said, I'm not looking to make $1 million. I'm not looking to ruin a man's life, but I feel that justice should be.
You just need to know what happened.
Yes,
and why certain measures were taken.
Right.
You're entitled to that. I will tell you from somebody that works for the police department, you're entitled to know what happened. So.
Yes.
All right, I will get with Rachel. In fact, I'm gonna go make myself a note now.
Yes, ma'am.
And then she will either contact you or I will contact you on Friday.
Like I said, he doesn't have anything else the next couple of days unless we go to a friend's house or something.
Okay. All right. Well, I have your cell phone number.
Yes, you do.
So that's what I got. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And if there's any information that you want, doctor's notes or reports, anything, I'd be more than happy to share it with you.
Well, and I'll see what Rachel, if there's something that we can, how we can do some stuff on our end too. So.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, y'all have a good rest of the
You
day.
too,
And
Miss
I'm
Sally.
sorry y'all are going through this. I know. This has been, 6 months ago? No. How long?
November.
Yeah.
going
It's been.
And I've put in 5 FOIA requests each month because you have to be consistent and you have to have it within the 30-day period.
Exactly.
So I have proof of my first, second, third,
Yeah,
fourth,
and
and the fifth.
Yeah, keep all your paperwork.
Yes.
That's why I tell people, don't call me and tell me what you want. Email me. And I know technically we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to say,
paper trail.
but I want the paper trail. And I
Yeah.
want you to have the paper trail.
Yes, that
And
way
it's
you
not-
can say, this is what you said.
And that's what I tell people all the time. It's not so much that I'm putting you off.
No.
I want to know, so that we know we're on the same page of what you're wanting, but also that you've got the proof.
Yes.
And then if I respond to you in 3 days, and then of course, keep in mind, video takes us a little longer to retrieve and to go through, but I tell them, at least that gives me a time to respond back to you, and then we kind of go from there, and they're like, okay, I understand, because they think at first I'm, she's trying to put me off. No.
There's a process, time.
It's protection of everybody, making sure y'all get what you want.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Again, if he had it on body camera, if he was rolling, and of course you would have heard the little beeps.
Yeah, he said, quote unquote, oh, my body camera's on, don't you worry about it.
Uploading, he would have had to title it in order for, and categorize it for it to stay. I know, and I'm explaining Axon. I don't know what they have.
Yes, ma'am.
We have to categorize it. And then once we put the category in, if it's a citizen contact, that only stays on there for 90 days.
90 days, right.
If it, depending on the more severe the crime, the longer it stays.
Right. This is why I made sure that the report and the complaint was made the next day.
Everything done.
And every month,
Yes.
do it
and
every
always
month.
do that.
Yes,
always
ma'am.
make sure that it's right there, right then. Of course, it may
Sure
take a
do.
little while. It may take a week for them to upload it because of the fact that our officers, when they get off at night,
Busy.
they go home.
Well,
they
no,
come
they don't
back,
just
and
go
then
home. They
it's
sit out here for 2.5, 3 hours filling the stupid paperwork before they can go
that's
home.
true. That is very true. Or you'll see them in the parking lot back there typing.
That's why I don't bother you early in the morning, or I try not to bother you late in the day, because that's your busiest.
Well, but again, I'm here all the time, so it's just
Yes,
it's
yes.
how I am. And you leave me a message, I'll get back with you.
You do.
So it's kind of one of those where I'm trying to process what so what I'm saying is, even if it hit the server, there will be an audit trail of that piece of video, because even if ours gets deleted,
Yeah.
like after so many days,
Mhm.
I at least can go and say, okay, it was uploaded, it was deleted on this date, it was, you know, so I can say, this is, you know, who viewed it, this is who looked at it, that type of thing.
Yes.
But they're saying it's completely flawed.
2 body cameras, not just one.
Not just
2
one.
body cameras.
Yeah, you can see why we are suspect on that.
Yeah. That's kind of odd for 2 of them to be on, but, okay, so Rachel Griffin,
Thank you so
making
much.
myself a note right now, Rachel Griffin, I'll
Yes.
have her contact you, or I'll be in contact if she can give me a name or somewhere to go, so.
Yes.
Or we are, okay.
Thank you so much, Miss Sally. You have a great day.
Well, you too, and y'all just.
We're gonna try and go over to a friend's house, see if he wants to sit with them for a bit.
I don't go out. The agoraphobia I'm trying to get over. I got a finger hut card and got boots.
Oh, I like your boots.
So
I like
she
it.
said I got them because I'm trying to work with my disability, try to get out of the house, you know, other than doctor's appointments and
I know.
things.
And next time you see me on a sandwich, I hope you don't.
No.
Say hi.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Say hi.
Yes,
'Cause I
ma'am.
saw you, and then it was
You
like,
waved. You went like that, and
I
then
know.
the detective
And then
came
I
over
was
to
like,
you.
Yeah, and I was
yeah.
like going, I needed nothing after that. So,
Yeah.
and then when KIT got there, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Go talk to them. But anyway, so next time, come say hi.
Yeah.
Don't
I
be a
will.
stranger.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you later.
Gee. High school dropout. I sound like good citizen. High school dropout. Out doing this.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, there's the facts, and I'm sticking to them. Thank you for watching.